Well, take a look at this list. This is just some of the highlights of the $3.5 billion budget for next year. Austin City leaders finalized it last night. It includes a lower property tax rate, saving the average homeowner about $14 a year. All city employees will get a 3% pay increase, except for sworn police, EMS, and fire personnel. City employees will also make at least $13.03 per hour. The Austin Police Department will get enough money to hire 50 more police officers and 14 civilian staff. Also approved $3 million to start implementing body cameras. The new budget goes into effect October 1st. Lots happening. So Mike Kanin, the publisher of the Austin Monitor, joins us this morning to put all this into perspective. So let's talk about this, because at the local level, $14 a year when all these other taxes are going up, it doesn't really seem to be a lot.
It's a hard thing to save folks money at the local level, I would argue. The council members have a certain number of things that they have to do, 70% of which is public safety. Yeah. And there are very few knobs that they can turn to really save folks a lot of money. That's despite the fact that a lot of them ran on the idea of increasing this amorphous term of affordability, and this is a very public way to do that theoretically.
Yeah, so that brings up a good question with council members. They ran on platforms, all sorts of platforms of saving us money. Did they live up to the promises that they were promising the voters?
It is still very early for these folks, and I'll give them that. We've got what, 9 months in the bag, but some of them are going to have to start running again very soon. There'll be 4 of them will be in the 2016 election. So maybe it is fair to look back at what they've done, even though they haven't done all that much yet. I think that the broader answer to your question is it's very hard to tell. I mean, affordability is such a huge concept, and there's so many things that go into it. Well, how much your house costs, how much your food costs, all that other stuff. And there's really very little you can do to deal with most of that. They tried yesterday to get into to the thing that they can really most directly impact, which is the value of your property tax. And in the end, what they ended up doing is, just in the council portion, saving you about 2 tacos worth of your paycheck, right? But then at the end of the day, because fees are going up, especially with the Austin Water Utility, which is, let's remember that water infrastructure is extremely expensive to purchase. Not to mention the fact that it's nice to have clean water in your house.
Sure.
So at the end of the day, it's going to cost you a taco. I mean, the differences we're talking about are really small.
We only have a couple seconds left,
sorry
Mike,
about
but talk about the council member that pulled from the reserves to kind of save money.
Yeah, Councilmember Ellen Troxclair pulled $1 million out of reserves to try and impact the value of the value of your tax savings. End up costing us, it'll cost the city $1 million in reserve. It'll save you $2, so half a taco.
Okay, well, so much going on. $14 in the end per year. All right, well, Mike, thank you so much. We appreciate your insight into what happened over at City Hall.